Let me ask you something honest. When your paycheck hits your account, what actually happens next? For most people who make decent money, maybe who have a 401k they're contributing to, maybe a savings account that they're building, but the answer to that question is the exact reason they feel financially stuck. They're handling the paycheck in the wrong order, and the order is everything when it comes to money. Here's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to walk through the simple 5-step payday routine in the exact sequence that tells every dollar where it should go the moment your paycheck lands. And then I'm going to show you the 6 automations you need to set up so the system runs completely on its own every single month without relying on willpower, memory, or motivation, because that's the only way it will happen. By the time this video is over, you're going to have a complete operating system for payday, simple, practical, and honestly, kind of life-changing when you actually run it. So if you've ever felt like you're doing all the things right but getting nowhere financially, stay with me because I'm about to share the most practical framework I could hand you right now. Here's the core problem I want you to really sit with for a second. Most people have a sequence problem, not an income problem. There's a massive difference between these two things. A sequence problem means you might actually be executing smart financial moves, contributing to retirement, saving money, maybe investing a little, but you're doing it in the wrong order. A smart move in the wrong season is still a bad move. I spent years studying how genuinely wealthy people operate, and one thing I kept seeing over and over again, it was that the wealthy people treat income with precision. They use systems, order, process. Money arrives with a destination already assigned. They don't have to decide. It does not wander around looking for somewhere to be useful to go to. That is the whole game. Here's a statistic that should bother you. Over 60% of Americans are contributing to retirement accounts while simultaneously carrying credit card debt at 22, 24, 26% interest rates. Think about what that means mathematically. Money is locked away into an account earning maybe 7 to 10% annually, while they're paying more than double that rate every single month in credit card debt. That math is not mathing. It is a guaranteed loss repeated every single month by over half of our country, so let's fix it. Here's the payday routine, 5 steps in order every single time. Step number 1 sounds super simple, but it's what everything is going to be built on. Your paycheck hits your primary checking account, and that is it. This is going to be your central hub where all the money goes into that we can send out of after this. This account is going to be your base of operations. The reason this matters is that a lot of people have money flowing into multiple different directions, multiple sources, into multiple accounts with no central point of clarity. One home base where all income arrives, and then decisions are made after that. Now, step 2, and this is where I'm going to say something that some of you are going to push back on. If you are carrying any debt with an interest rate over 10%, credit cards, personal loans, high rate car notes, anything that sits above a 10%, every dollar beyond your monthly necessity goes there first. I know it feels counterintuitive, and I know it feels like you're building absolutely nothing when you're paying off debt. So let me reframe this. Paying off a card with a 24% interest rate is a guaranteed 24% return on your money. Show me an investment that guarantees a 24%. It does not exist. Eliminating debt is the highest yield move available to you right now, and most people skip it because they don't feel like it's progress. But it is the most important progress you can make in this season. This is where the sequence breaks for most people. They're contributing $200 a month to their 401k while they're paying $280 in credit card interest. They are losing money every single month. The moment you understand that clearly, you cannot unsee it. Clear the high interest rate debt first. Everything else unlocks after that. Your monthly necessities are accounted for. Rent, food, utilities, and insurance. Those are covered. What I'm talking about is that every dollar remaining after those living expenses, that extra money, that priority right now, that is going towards high interest debt. Go after it hard. Go after it fast. It's not going to be fun, and release the idea that minimum payments are acceptable. The minimum payment is engineered to keep you in debt forever. Pay aggressively once that debt is gone, and stay with me because this is where the momentum really builds. We can move on to step number 3. Step number 3, high yield savings account. Specifically, you need about 2 to 6 months of your actual monthly living expenses sitting in a high yield savings account. 2 to 6 months of what it costs you to actually exist. Rent, food, utilities, transportation, all the basics. This account exists for one purpose. When life happens, and I promise it will, this is the account that you're going to handle it from. You're not going to panic. You're not going to go into new debt because we already did that. No dismantling your investment plan to cover an emergency. You pull from this account and address the situation and then just keep moving. That cushion is what separates reactive behavior from intentional financial behavior. And most people skip it entirely because they want to get to the exciting parts of investing before they actually have a foundation underneath them that they can build from. Build that foundation first, and I promise the exciting parts will come after. 3 months minimum in a high yield savings account, and make sure that account is actually earning a competitive interest rate, something like 3.5%, 4% right now as of filming this. A regular savings account is earning a fraction of a percent and leaving money on the table for no actual reason. Once your account is fully funded to your target number, 3 to 6 months, you can move on to step number 4. Step number 4 is retirement investing, and I want to address something because this is where most people receive a lot of bad generic advice. Most people are told to max out their 401ks. For some some of you, that absolutely is the right move, and here's how I would think about it. If your employer offers a 401k match, meaning they match every single dollar that you put in up to a certain percentage, you take that match every single time. That's 100% instant return, and you will never find a return like that anywhere else. Fund it to your match before you do anything else in the retirement category. If your employer offers no match, skip the 401k and go directly to an IRA instead. Most people in the earlier stage of building wealth will benefit more from a Roth IRA than a traditional 401k with no employer contribution. In a Roth IRA, you have complete control of where that money actually gets invested. You can go into broad-based, low-fee index funds like VOO, QQQM, VTI, and actually capture something close to what the real market returns. The average 401k in America earns somewhere between a 4 and a 7% annually because of how high the fees are, the conservative allocations, they're putting too much into bonds, and they have very limited investment options. The stock market over the last 100 years has averaged closer to a 10% return. That gap, when compounded, turns into an enormous amount of money over 20 or 30 years. If there is no employer match, prioritize your IRA. If there is a match, take the match first, and then after that match, fund the IRA. Either way, 5 to 10% of your income into retirement-focused accounts is the target. This is the step that most people rush to before they're actually positioned for it. Run the earlier steps first, then this step will deliver what it's supposed to. Once your retirement accounts are contribute up to those targets, we're going to move to step 5. Step 5 is your taxable brokerage account. This is where everything else goes in. After debt is cleared, you've built a survival fund, and that's completely out of the way, and your retirement is funded. Every remaining dollar beyond the monthly expenses is going to flow into a taxable brokerage account. This account is going to be your wealth building engine. You can invest into stocks, ETFs, REITs, pretty much anything available to the public markets right now. Unlike retirement accounts, this money is actually accessible. Most people never reach this step because the earlier steps were never executed in the right order. Run the sequence correctly, and this account becomes the most powerful one in your portfolio because of what becomes possible with it over time. Okay, now you have the sequence, 5 steps in order every single payday, but information without execution is just noise, and knowing the right order means absolutely nothing if you're deciding every single month whether you're going to follow it or not. So we're going to talk about 6 automations that make this system run without you even thinking. You are only as good as your systems and processes. I believe that deeply, both in business and in personal finance. You cannot handle your money differently every single month and expect to build real wealth. Motivation will phase, life will get busy, and something will always come up. The person that builds wealth builds a system that runs independently of how they feel on any given day. Here is what you're going to automate. The first automation is minimum payments to all consumer debt. Every single minimum payment for every debt you carry is set up on autopay immediately. Missing minimum payment damages your credit card and adds a ton of fees. These have to run automatically before anything else. Second automation is going to be all your necessities. Set up rent, mortgage, utilities, subscriptions, insurance. Every fixed or semi-fixed monthly expense goes into autopay or scheduled transfer from your checking account, so it requires zero effort to actually execute. The third automation is your aggressive high interest debt payment. This is the amount above and beyond the minimum. Okay, you already did the minimum. You're going to pick a number based on your situation, whether it's $200 a month, $500 a month, whatever you have extra, and you're going to automate it so on the same day that your paycheck lands, that payment happens before the money has a chance to go anywhere else. The fourth automation is your high yield savings account contribution. Decide your monthly target. Hopefully at this point all debt is taken care of, and so you're going to take that same $200 to $500. You're going to set up an automatic transfer from your checking to your high yield savings account on payday. It has to move before you feel that money even sitting around inside that account, okay? This is what paying yourself first actually looks like in practice. The fifth automation, this is one that actually a lot of people do have, and that's your retirement account contributions. Most 401k contributions are already directed from your paycheck before it even lands, so that one's already running. But for your IRA, set up a reoccurring payment contribution directly to your brokerage. I don't care if you're with SoFi, Fidelity, Vanguard, Charles Schwab, really doesn't matter, but choose the account, pick the monthly amount, and automate it to transfer, and then just let it run. And the sixth and final automation is your taxable brokerage account. Once you reach this stage, once the debt is cleared and survival fund is built, you set up an automatic reoccurring contribution into your brokerage account every single month. It's the exact same logic. Set the amount, set the schedule, and then just let it compound. Here's why this matters so much and why I want this to land so clearly. When you automate your financial system, you make that decision once instead of having to make it repeatedly every single month under pressure, fatigue, and compounding priorities. That decision, whether to save or not, was already made. The decision to attack the debt was already made. The system is going to handle the execution because you already made the decision, and that is the distinction. Feelings will shift, motivation is going to fluctuate, and the month you most needed to execute the plan is often the month when life has made it feel the absolute hardest. Automated systems are going to run regardless. They do not have feelings, and so they just move the money in the right direction every single day, every single month, every single time. Let me bring this all the way back home, okay? Your your paycheck is a tool. It is a strategy. It is a direct line between where you are right now and where you're genuinely trying to go. Every dollar that arrives inside your account has to have a job to do, and your role is to assign that job before emotion ever gets involved. Money with actual direction beats money with good intentions every single time. The payday routine I just gave you is exactly that. 5 steps in order: checking account first, then high interest debt, survival fund, retirement investing, and then everything into a brokerage for long-term wealth creation. And then automate the 6 pieces so that system runs every single month without any reliance on how motivated you feel that week. That is a wealth building operating system. Run it for 2, 3, 5 years, and the version of you on the other side of that margin momentum will have real options. You will start operating with a system every single payday. Your paycheck is going to start arriving with a destination already waiting for it. As always, hit that like button if I gave you something good today that will actually help you. It helps the channel. It helps us get to more people. Subscribe if you have not already. I put content out like this every single week, and I don't want you to miss what's next. Thanks for watching today. I hope you take this seriously and will actually do something with it. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.